We were on a lecture on semantics. Let's revise it a little. Semantics, also called semiotics, semiology, or semasiology, is the philosophical and scientific study of meaning in natural and artificial languages. The term is one of a group of English words from various derivatives of the English verb semiao, which means to mean or to signify. The noun semantics and the adjective semantic are derived from semantikos, which means significant. Semiotics comes from semiotikos, means pertaining to science, words. In literature, these words overlap, and it is difficult to formulate a distinct definition for each of these terms because their use largely overlaps in literature despite individual meanings and preferences. So you have to understand these words are very closely connected. Semantics, semiology, and the rest of the terms. So it is difficult to differentiate between these terms, however, or they also seem to overlap between each other. So semasiology is also the study of semantics, and because of their words having such an overlap, a general understanding of their word is the study of meanings within words. Now there are a variety of meanings. The notion of linguistic meaning, that is of special concern here. Linguistic meaning is a special concern when it comes to semantics. There are other kinds of meaning. Natural meaning, conventional meaning, intentional meaning. Alright, now you also have other kinds of meanings, and in Wikipedia you will get to know that there are 3 or 4 other kinds of varieties of semantics which do not fall under the purview per se of literature. You will just make a mention of these in your answer. For example, let's say you will talk about these are the various theories in semantics. There are formal semantics, truth conditional semantics, conceptual semantics, cognitive semantics, lexical semantics, cross-cultural semantics, computational semantics. I'll repeat once again. You will talk about semantics. Where does the word come from? What does it mean? We are concerned with semantics in the concept and domain of meaning. There are different theories of semantics, which are, and you will just name them: formal semantics, truth conditional semantics, conceptual semantics, cognitive semantics, lexical semantics, cross-cultural semantics, computational semantics. And you will just make a mention of these titles. What else to write in the answer? Necessarily, the semantics that we are concerned of is in the domain of linguistics and natural languages. What creates meaning through words is semantics. What creates complex meanings through the same usage of what creates simple meanings is also the study of semantics. Look at this example that I'm giving you. A tomato is better than an apple is one sentence. Next sentence, an apple is better than an orange is another sentence. If I complicate by merging the two, I say a tomato is better than tomato is better than an apple, and an apple is better than an orange. So there were 2 different sentences which are semantically linked together to formulate an entirely new complicated sentence. The study of semantics is how meanings are generated through complex structures, and the usage is of very simple words and meanings. Okay. And then you have a series of complex sentences from the apple. The apple that fell on the man is rotten, the apple that fell on the man who sat under a tree is rotten, and the apple that fell on the man who sat under the tree that blocked the road is rotten. Okay, the earth moves is one sentence. Galileo believes that the earth moves. The Pope suspects that Galileo believes that the earth moves. Now, Smith fears that the Pope suspects that Galileo believes that the earth moves. There is no end to how much addition you can pack into sentences and the complexity of meanings that they generate because of being linked together. And therefore, the study of these generation of meanings actually is what is semantics all about. The complex expressions generated by these devices are not only grammatical. They are the fundamental basics of grammar are used, but they're not just grammatical, but they are also meaningful. A sentence can be grammatically correct and can seem to utter no meaning whatsoever. An adequate semantic theory, therefore, must account for this fact that despite them being grammatically linked together, the sentences also have to generate complicated meanings. So basically, semantic theory must explain how the meanings of complex expressions are determined by and predictable from the meanings of their simpler constituents. The fact that complex meanings are determined by the meanings of their constituents is often referred to as compositionality of natural languages. Complications in language is a necessary attribute which is created through generation of meanings of its simpler constituents. So just from the word apple, tree and man, one can figure out so many complicated scenarios, whereas the simple fundamentals of the meaning and the sentence remain the same: apple, man and tree. But the complications that you can arrive, meaningful complications that you can arise, the rigmarole in which you can put these three words within meaningful sentences is not just a wonder of grammar, it is also a wonder of meaning generation. So every semantic theory has to understand how these conceptual meanings are generated within a sentence, and even though the sentence is complicated, it is formed from smaller portions of simpler sentences. If I have to put it in another example, all mathematics are just numbers from 1 to 10. It's how you're playing them around all the time, right? So the numbers don't change, it's just that they get very, very complicated with the number of signs and symbols above or beneath them. And even though the basic usage of 1 to 10 numbers remains the same, the complexity that these numbers keep achieving in successive calculations and scenarios is profound. And same is the case with semantic theory. Even in semantic theory, all you're using are the same alphabets A to Z. You're using noun, adjectives, pronouns, adverbs, subject-verb agreement. You're using basic grammatical rules, but what you're achieving are a complexity of sentences, though grammatically correct, are able to achieve meanings in manifold layers and methods. And that is all that semantics is all about. Semantics is the study of meaning embedded within words, how they are made to make sense, how complex grammatical sentences are in totality actually a formulation of simpler sentences put together, and yet the meanings they generate are more complicated. Sometimes the meanings are more philosophical in their ending, whereas the words used could be very mundane and everyday. And that is all that is supposed to end your answer on semantics and semantic theory. You just name the number of theories of semantics. You first give an introduction, name the theories, end it on the examples that I gave you. Give 2 or 3 examples of simple sentences linked together, making complicated sentences. And so we today get done with the topic semantics.